they're in the midst of 8-game losing streak up against the Dragons side, who are won as many more games than they did last year already.
There's a lot of disruption going to that club, Nick, with their playing roster.
Let's touch on that. You want to get into that at the moment now with the Tigers and their roster, Stefano Utoikamanu.
Yeah. This is a big week for them because I think there's some meetings going on this week with players as well and player managers.
Talk us through the Stefano situation.
So they put an offer to him, 5 years, $4 million for next year and beyond. He's got those clauses in his deal where he's likely to be a free agent at the end of this year.
Yeah.
And my gut feeling is he won't take that deal. I think they'll either have to significantly upgrade it or he'll go to market, because I think he can get that on the open market. And we've all heard the same thing about Stefano. He wants to go to a club where he can contend, he can fight for a premiership. So if you're the West Tigers and you want to keep him, you've got to make it almost impossible offer him so much money, it's almost impossible for him to leave. And I don't think that's enough money to make it impossible.
It's a
great deal. I'm not saying 5 years, $4 million isn't a good deal.
But it's not lawyers off.
It's not. Wow, I can't say no to that, because if he goes in the open market, which I think we all expect him to go in the open market, because he won't play 2 more Origin games this year and they won't make the final. So he'll be a free agent come November 1. He'll get offered a lot more, not a lot more, but he'll get offered more than that at clubs that are contenders.
Reed, man, and I agree with everything you just said. But can you come with me?
Yeah, I'll come with you on the journey, Dave. Where we're going?
On a point I made on 360, both got a little bit antsy about it.
That's unlike
and I said that...
I said, he likes firing up, Brent.
Yeah,
good man.
I love him, mate.
Especially you.
Yeah.
So, would you not agree that there would be a possibility that Stefano actually takes less from a more successful club
potentially
to leave? And I firmly believe that.
I think he craves...
I know you're saying if the Tigers come up with a massive offer, they're a chance. They have to go over and above. Well, I think a club can pay less.
I think Reedy means if the Tigers came in at $1 million a year, and then he goes, well, I really need to sit.
I need to take this.
Sure.
I might only get, not only.
So are we sitting at around 800 at the moment?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if a club comes at a successful club comes in at 750, I think they're a chance.
Well, a massive chance.
But I think that's what Reedy's saying is that the Tigers would have to get to $1 million, and that offer would have to be at 750, and he goes, well,
blow him out of the water.
And you don't think they've done that?
No. Well, they haven't. They haven't, because he could go to open market now and get that money elsewhere at big clubs. You look at the clubs that are circling him. We've all heard the rumours. Obviously, Penrith were in the mix at one point. Melbourne are really keen on Stefano. The Dogs are on the up, and I'd imagine the Dogs would have a look at him.
The Bunnies, I'm hearing.
The Bunnies, they're struggling a bit, but they're a big club. So
Wayne has that pulling power.
Yeah, so let's watch this space, West Tigers fans.
Yes.